What is living in 5D? What is the ascension process? What is this shift happening in the world? Well, it's all the same thing. So basically, living in 5D, it's not a place that we go to, it's a level of consciousness that we operate from. It's a frequency that we vibrate at. So we know that everything is energy and that our frequency, meaning where we vibrate, our energy vibrates, is it's generated by our beliefs, the programs, what we operate on, that creates our thoughts, that generates our emotions, that will dictate our behavior. And for thousands of years now, we had been living in a very low vibration where we were kept completely numbed. We were kept under a state that was asleep, basically, making us believe that the human, us, the tangible flesh, is the only thing that we have. That we have no power, we have no control, that we have to obey and conform, that we had to listen to certain people, whether it's, the government, society, or teachers, bosses, parents, so on and so forth, to tell us who we are, what to do, how to be, what is good, what is not good. And we were never taught how to connect with our true selves, who we are, how to listen to our emotions and the guidance that we receive that is beyond this human flesh. We were not even taught how to use we were not even told that our emotions are our navigating system. This came out recently. And when I say recently, it's probably over the last 20, 30 years. And even back then, it was just starting. Now the masses are waking up to the fact that our emotions are there to guide us. And living in that low frequency, what happened, because we had to obey and conform, and we were told that being different was bad, it brought us humans to believe that something was wrong with us because we didn't fit in, because we didn't have the same strength as everyone, or we couldn't do certain things, or the way we were thinking was very different than others. We didn't fit in that box. So we started believing that something was wrong with us. And we were told that something was wrong with us. So we were put in boxes and labeled. And then because we didn't want to be different, we didn't want to feel rejected or abandoned or not lovable, we started as individuals developing programs. Those are unconscious beliefs that are creating the perception that we have and the experience that we have of the world. And if those programs are that you're not good enough, you're not important, you're not lovable, you're not seen and understood, then you develop coping mechanism to feel understood and to have the impression that you can fit in. So we started proving our worth, or chasing people and things, or we started putting ourselves aside in order to please others, just in hopes of being chosen or feeling important. Or we started overworking to show how good we are, or we developed any kind of coping mechanism and behaviors that are not putting yourself first. Anything that was or is still in the way of you feeling at peace inside. These are all behaviors that we developed because we didn't fit in that box called society. And now the big shift, the big ascension, the move to 5D is the rise in consciousness. And that rise in consciousness, it means that we are waking up to the fact that we can choose for ourselves. we can stop obeying and conforming. We can have the answers about what is good for us, who we are, what we want to do, how we want to live, if we listen to ourselves. But for that, in order to listen, you need to do that healing. This is why so many people right now are on their, they call it their awakening journey, which is basically healing yourself from all that pain that I described, where you didn't feel worthy and not lovable. So you can start being there for yourself and feeling very strongly connected with yourself, where you experience inner peace. It's at peace. It's like you have space inside. Your monkey mind doesn't run 1,000 miles an hour and you don't feel anxious or stressed or tensed, or no, you're at peace. You're good with yourself. You want to be by yourself. You don't need anyone or anything to be happy. You have the freedom of expression. You're not scared of voicing your beliefs or what you want. You're not scared of hurting people or causing disagreement. You actually are very comfortable and happy with yourself. So you're not swayed by the outside world. That's the work that people are doing now. And of course, in order to do that work, it requires you to look at that shit inside that is causing so much chaos, that is making you believe that you're not lovable or that you're not important. And you have to forgive and make peace. No matter the childhood that you had or the relationships that you went through, it's all part of the experiences because you didn't see yourself as who you truly are, standing strong within, because we were not taught how to do this. Now we are learning. And in order to learn and to get there, you have to heal. And that healing is what brings you into that solid pillar that you are, that raises your frequency, because you don't have all those dense emotions of, shame, unworthiness, fear, doubt, any resentment, anger. Like, you're letting go of all this. You're freeing yourself from those emotions that are really dense and keep you really stuck in the same patterns and behaviors. A rise in consciousness means that you are freeing yourself and you have a broader perspective of life, more choices on how you want to experience life. How do you want to perceive and experience the world? You have that power. You can choose the peace and the joy. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't go through challenges, but it means that those challenges don't bring you down. They don't destroy you. You're not a victim of those circumstances. You're actually learning from them and expanding your capacity to hold even more energy as you move through those challenges. So, a rise in consciousness is all about letting go of what limits you to open up to the vastness of what is and how you can flow. It's about living in harmony, in peace, freedom, abundance, joy, unity. It's compassion. This is not just, those are not ideas. It's really a way of experiencing life that brings you to 5D. This is what 5D is. This is how you live your life, how you are in connection with people. So that journey of self-discovery leads you to being fully anchored within, where you can listen to yourself and listen to the guidance and create that life that you truly want. Once you vibrate at a high frequency, it means that your thoughts and your emotions are aligned. When you live in alignment, it's those thoughts, emotions, and your true self, your true energetic self, your soul, are all moving in alignment, because you are able to hear the guidance of your soul, that pull, that excitement for life. And you have the human that can come here and execute what the soul wants, so you can create that life here in this tangible world. So that is what is happening right now. That is where we are moving into, living into 5D, or the ascension process, or the rise in consciousness. It's all the same thing, but it all starts with ourselves, us doing the work on ourselves to heal ourselves from the past, for the past 2,000 years. I mean, it's not just us and our parents and grandparents, it's 2025 years of unconsciousness that we are dismantling. That is all those who wanted control and keep us in this wounded individuals and in numbness, so they could control for whatever reason. This is not happening anymore. There's way too many people who are waking up, and we're seeing how we can create amazing lives. So I encourage you to keep going, to move through those challenges. And if you need help, and because this ascension process, let me tell you, there's ups and downs. In some moments you feel really good, and others you're going back down and you feel like, oh my God, you have to start all over again. But you're not. You're just shedding another layer and another layer. And it is so worth it. The freedom that you experience, the joy that is there, the peace is incredible. So keep going. And the more of us who are going and doing this work, the more impact we have, and the faster this new way of living will be the norm. So there you go. I'll see you on the other side.